Hey everyone, I'm Stephanie. Whether you've picked up your first fountain pen or consider yourself an expert, keep watching to see our favorite tips to help you become a better fountain pen user. 1. Use your fountain pen collection. Fountain pens are functional writing instruments that can be used every day. Even though you can't use a fountain pen for everything, you might be surprised to see how often you can swap out a ballpoint or gel pen for a fountain pen. Try bringing your fountain pens to classes or meetings to take notes, or start a gratitude journal to help you appreciate the little things in life. Finally, ask your friends about becoming pen pals and trading snail mail. You might just convince them to love fountain pens too, and hobbies are always more fun when they're shared. 2. Clean your pens regularly and store them correctly. To keep your fountain pens in top condition, clean them regularly. Watch our video in the card above to see step-by-step instructions. Once your fountain pens are clean and dry, put away pens you won't use. Ideally, they be in slotted pen cases like Rickshaw Hemingway pen rolls or towel-lined trays so they don't scratch each other. Whether your pens are inked or clean, be sure to store them correctly. Always cap your fountain pens between uses. This keeps the nibs from drying out and prevents disasters if your pens roll away. Keep your inked fountain pens horizontal as much as possible. You may want to store a fountain pen with the nib facing down if it has a dry flow. We don't recommend storing your fountain pen with the nib facing up unless you're in a plane, because the ink will drain from the feed and prevent it from writing immediately. 3. Try out different fountain pen filling systems. Most fountain pen users start with cartridges, which are convenient and easy to use. However, if you're disappointed by how quickly cartridges run out, the lack of color variety, or the price, then you can try a different filling system that lets you fill from ink bottles. Almost every fountain pen that uses a cartridge can also use a converter. There are also built-in filling systems like pistons or vacuums, and some pens can be filled directly with an eyedropper. A bottle of ink can be cheaper than cartridges in the long run, plus bottled inks come in more colors. 4. Find the right nib size for you. Your first fountain pen probably had a fine nib. It's a great place to start, but feel free to explore other nib sizes too. Some brands offer separate replacement nibs, so you don't have to buy a brand new pen. Try going one size up to a medium nib if you have larger handwriting, or all the way up to a double broad for bold text. Go in the opposite direction and test out an extra fine nib if you write small. With an ultra extra fine nib, you can pack sentences into tiny 3mm grids. No matter what you pick, just remember that a different nib size will affect the way your ink behaves. Finer nibs are fast drying, but they can feel scratchy if you're not used to them. Broader nibs are very smooth, but they put down lots of ink for longer dry times. 5. Test out different fountain pen-friendly papers. The paper you use can also affect the way your ink behaves. The same ink can look completely different from paper to paper. The dry time can vary too. Try different fountain pen-friendly papers to see which one you prefer. For example, Tomoe River S paper is resistant to bleed-through, but it can feel flimsy. Midori MD paper is lightly textured, but the cream color changes the appearance of inks a bit. If you want to try a variety of papers but aren't sure where to start, JetPens paper samplers include 5 sheets of fountain pen-friendly paper. 6. Use blotting paper and ink remover when needed. Because fountain pens take longer to dry than other writing instruments, you're likely to run into some smearing. Use blotting paper to keep your hands and latest journal entry free from ink smudges. Tuck it between the pages of a notebook to soak up excess ink, or keep it under your hand to prevent oils from transferring to the paper and affecting how the ink dries. Inky hands are practically unavoidable though. It's a good idea to have an ink remover on hand just in case. 7. Swatch your inks so you don't buy dupes. It's easy to collect more fountain pen inks than you'd ever use, including inks that look very similar to each other. To save yourself from dupes, swatch your inks with cotton swabs or paintbrushes so you know exactly what colors you own. Ink cards like these from Colorverse and Wearingle have resistive prints to make your swatches more interesting. And because they're about the same size as business cards, you can file them away in holders to make them easy to flip through. Do you have any fountain pen tips to share? Leave them in the comments below. You can find all the products mentioned in the description and at JetPens.com. Thanks for watching. Bye!